I'm gonna start with the, let's see, this is like a normal tuning for this guitar. So after all those days I tune this guitar normally, because before all the tunings mainly was somewhere altered in this or another way. Yeah, this is actually my first tune on the first of 24 sessions of A Day with Guitar. This is like a beginning of first Singularity album, because in this is album of albums, is 24 albums. So in the first album was Singularity 1, and the first song on the Singularity 1 is a song called Jutro, what means morning, and it's like a song of hope, song of the idea that we always wake up in the new and the nice morning, which bring a new and a nice day, and we can continue with. So the melodic idea also is like borrowed from my musical colleague for many years by now, so probably like 16, 70 years, which is like kind of a lot already, and tremendous musicians that I'm really happy that I know and I was able to work with. And on the other hand, somehow also my brother, my kind of younger brother, through all those years, I'm really happy that we could develop so nice relationships between some of us musicians, and this is for sure one of them. And this person is Marko Črnčec, amazing piano player, whose music you probably know, or who doesn't know, I mean, check him out, because he's one of the greats of the art form, you know, in nowadays. For me, is one of the best piano players who walks this planet at this very moment, especially of his field of doing music, which is like jazz and jazz improvised music and stuff like this. Even, I mean, he can do anything, you know, like in music he's like really a talent, like you rarely see something like this, so it's worth to check him out. So what I did, I borrowed the part of the melody, actually the main part, the motif, borrowed is like a nicely said, like I stole him this thing, but I was talking to he had nothing against, so thank you, Marko, for borrowing me this. It goes like, this is the motif he used on one of his songs also. So this song is called Jutro, and I'll play it. Yeah, first thing when I woke up, like this day, when this was like summer of 2014, I think, like beginning of August, uh, when I decided to. It was like this project. A day with guitar just came like this. I got a call from Urška Košica, who is an organizer here. I hope I will get some calls from some organizers also, like we all hope, probably all the artists, that we get to play some gigs. And that time she called me that she's doing like some series of concerts in some place here close, and I was thinking what to do. And before she called me, I was like looking about my some old tapes, and I saw some tapes from like I played some solo stuff earlier on, like some years ago, that time. And when she called me if I want to do a concert, I said like immediately from yes, I want to play a solo kind of a thing. So if it's possible, and she was like yes, 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 this is like that kind of environment would be great. So like yeah, great deal. I'll play a solo concert. So phone goes off, and I was thinking, oh, what to do now? Now I have to prepare a solo, some work to do. So and I was thinking what to do. Like this process was going on pretty quickly, like in minutes more or less. And first I thought maybe I will dig out some old songs which I already prepared for solo playing some years ago. Uh, and But then I decided I make something new. I would make covers kind of rearranged versions of some folk songs from our place from Slovenia. So what then creative process started. So in 3 or 4 hours I recorded like for the whole program. So I was recording that time. I didn't know what's gonna happen with that. So I recorded that thing just to have for a memory how I arranged music and everything, so that I remember. And I recorded I think 6 or 7 or 8 songs. Actually, this session is also on the day with guitar on the. How is the series called? That's not Back to the Roots, but something like Connect. I must, if I'm honest, I don't know how the series is called now. I can check and write to you later on. But it's about the series, the whole series, and this I think is like 7, 8 or like something on this on the day with guitar, 7 or 8 albums of this, and like renderation of Slovenian folk songs in for a solo guitar, like in my whatever way. So this was like the first one. This was a start. So how it started, and like when I went to sleep that day, I was really happy. Yeah, I did. I have like now solo program for a concert. Yeah, I achieved it. But next day I woke up, and in the morning when I woke up, I somehow, yeah, I was still feeling super. I have done some new program and some new music, great. But the idea for this song was in my head, and I immediately started to compose and play and record it. And so like in the next like half an hour or so, this song was done and recorded like as it is on Singularity 1 album. And not only this, after a few hours I composed all the other songs which are on Singularity 1. So all the Singularity 1 was done and recorded in few hours. And then the next day went like this, the next day went like this, and then like I think like around I think 9 or something days, I I did this. So I composed songs, practiced. It was not like these sessions I did, which I really compromised or like didn't know what's gonna happen. Was more like I prepared a little bit stuff. There was still place for improvisation and everything. I'm an improviser, so but it was more like structured stuff in advance, like even like fairly quickly made, but yeah, it just flew out somehow, and then after some days I had some break, I had some playing to do. We went to play, so I didn't record for. But like later on, I recorded next period of month or something. I recorded another lot of session. Also, I started these shifted reality sessions. I mean, do the different tuning, explore different tunings and stuff. And then I had at some point I had like I was resuming what I was doing like last days, and I saw like it's 18 hours of music, and then it was like more of a, like yeah, let's do it. If there is 18, so what is then 6 hours of music to come to 24 hours of music and make an album with a 24-hour format? So this was like the first one that it happened like this. So yeah, I play the songs from these mainly now. I'll play two more, I guess. Maybe I'll see if there is some more. But so uh, so the another one, what I'll play now is gonna be a song uh, that I dedicate to my parents. Actually, I composed this song when I was watching for my father. My father at his last, he was. I mean, I admire my parents. I'm really so grateful and thankful for everything what they did for me, and like for all the family, for all of us. So we are like I was born in a family which was nicely situated and nicely, we could live our lives freely to develop myself into the free spirit person I hope I am. So this a lot of grateful thanks go to them, and yeah, they're both passed away, so like they're on the other side, maybe watching and listening, hopefully from some other reality beyond our life. And I hope they have, I wish them all good, and everybody on another side, I wish all good. But this song was happening when my father was still very much ill, and we have to watch him every day and night at that period. And during he was sleeping, uh, I actually composed and recorded this song, and this version, the original version, how I did it, is also so me sitting in the living room beside my father and watching him. This version is on the Day with Guitar record also, so it's like it's that version. I didn't then uh, re-record it. This is I rarely tend to do when once stuff is. This what I do today is very rare, so that I record some songs that I already recorded. For me, once the song is done, it's over. I'm going to the next song. So this is like a composer in me tells me I should move forward, or maybe not really a composer. The what is this researcher of music, the the guy who is going into the jungle of music and like try to get is always telling me to keep forward, to like, for me, I say once song is recorded, is done. For me, it's finished. So, not finished. The song starts to leave and everything like that. But I'm more eager to record new songs, new ideas, because I'm hope lucky and I hope I will stay like that. Uh, I have this ability to enter of the world of ideas in myself and have a way how to shape them into like sound that we can hear then afterwards. Yeah, so on this, it's an original recording that I did that time, and always when I play this song, I dedicate it. I mean, it's a dedication to my parents anyway, and the song is called Sprehod, which means to go for a walk, and this name I gave because when I was a kid, I was a lot of times going on walks with my father, and then we was talking about all kinds of stuff, and like he was a mind opener for me. So still, I guess, however my mind is open, it comes from him. He he introduced me to the secrets of the universe, kind of like, because of him I become so huge fan of the, like, also astronomy, and also like this kind of stuff which is kind of going of the edges of human awareness. So we had like these long walks with long talks, and actually that shaped me out how I am today also, and I'm grateful to both of them to give me that that I am what I am. So this is Sprehot, it's for my parents on the other side, and everybody on the other side and on this side also. Pranam to my parents and to like everybody who we love and is not with us anymore, but still lives in our hearts. So let this life in our heart become stronger for for the people that we love. Yeah. So one more. So yeah, I said it's gonna be half an hour, and I'm looking for half an hour because I'm counting only music. What I did, what I'm doing, blah blah blah. This I don't count for its time. This is just uh, yeah. Once I wrote a song with the lyrics. It's called "Waste of Time," and like I just thought in a positive way. Like, what are we doing in this world? It's just we're wasting time from since we're born till we die. So it's like a kind of a blues which goes, life is like a waste of time between birth and death. So David Matici was Chicha was singing this song on my Pangea second album, like my second big band album. I did with tremendous musicians. I'm happy. I never mixed it final, but like it's somewhere stock. The guy who was recording it, I will not say his name, but he stuck with the project somewhere. So I never got final mixes, but I still released whatever was there. I mean, it was a live concert anyway, so I could we could capture that live feeling. So yeah, it's a waste of time. So and the idea is to waste it good. So like waste it as good as possible. So that's the idea. So we are wasting it anyway, if we want or not, if we agree with this or if we don't agree with still. While not agreeing with this, we are wasting time in life. And I mean, it's like that. Life is just a waste of time, and the waste of time should be good. We should waste time in a good way, and for me is the best way to waste time with music and like also with some blah 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 here what what I last 2 days tend to do a little more, and why not, it's I'm finishing it today anyway, so why not to say what I think. So like in the area where I'm coming from, like some some other who will talk about whatever I do are not there, so media is not supporting me generally or at all, I would say, and that's this is probably then one of my only chances that I have to say what I mean or what I how I see the world, and I have my own visions, and if I can share this with somebody, even if if it makes spark in one mind for something, my goal is fulfilled. Even if it doesn't make a spark, you know, maybe it's a spark to come, and goal is also fulfilled. So I'm counting only music. What I say, half an hour of music. I see this. So like my blah 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 blah. The last few days is much more of blah blah blah, and I promise this is gonna stop today because it's the last Coronandia series. Coming new things coming. This I also maybe want to talk a little. There are some uh, recording projects in the way, cooking. Like there's in preparing there is some music like multi-continental work we do with my friends from India and my friends from Los Angeles also, and like me being here and my friends from Holland, and like long-time music collaborators like Sharat, Katja, Heiko, Spazislav, who is here close by. So, and yeah, this is one thing. Then it's another, like some people also called me maybe to play those songs I did last days, or some of them I did as a singer-songwriter type of songs, which I also posted beside the Coronandia thing here, and I will not announce who or what or for now, but it's cooking, and maybe some of this will come, will get some like another shape, some more like kind of not so raw Coronandia type of a shape, but maybe more like worked out kind of shape. So this is also cooking. New trio is cooking. This I'm really happy that I'm looking forward to play with people, and this is gonna be like next week. We are preparing also some to record some like first post lockdown kind of trio recording, or maybe let's see where it develops. For now it's a trio, maybe yeah it develops somewhere else also, but I mean trio is a format which is like one of my main formats anyway, so I recorded a lot of trios recently, and you can check out my trios. I put it on the YouTube channel, so whoever is interested in jazz fusion stuff that I do can check this out. I mean, I say for me, my records are mainly not guitar records, are mainly drummer records when I play with the band, because I feel the drummer is the center of the thing, and for me there is no song without drum solo. Like maybe only some ballads, but also if there is some place that drummer can express with colors, colorful is so great. You know, I just love drum solos, and I love percussion, and I also think my style of guitar playing is coming a lot from percussion. I learned a lot. I was studying a lot with masters of percussion, masters like one of them for sure, Pandit Suresh Talwalkar, who is still the light on the end of the tunnel for me. I mean, so grateful to this big master to give me all that what he gave me. I don't know if I'm in any kind of way fulfilling all the knowledge. I'm for sure not using all the knowledge he gave. Maybe I will. It's like also like it's with small steps. Here one little stone you put, and here another stone. So in my compositions, I still use a lot of ideas which I got from directly from his teachings, and I'm really grateful for that. So like he's one of the greatest tabla players and teachers of music in general, not only percussion and not only music in general. Life is Tala Yogi. His status is Tala Yogi. So Tala means Tal Yogi. Tala Yogi means Tal is rhythm. What we will translate most appropriate word will be rhythm. Even Tal is maybe is a little bit different than directly rhythm, but like rhythm is sufficient. So he makes yoga from rhythm. Is amazing. I mean, just big teacher for a lot of us, and like we had the opportunity to be with him and work with him, and I mean, this was just amazing that something like this happened. Yeah, so it comes from percussion playing. A lot of my whatever I do. So I tend to, like you see when I was playing this jazz kind of a thing. So I had to bring kind of almost. I miss drumming. I miss playing with drummers, with all the musicians, but especially like drummers as a center of music, as I would say. So yeah, next week we are preparing some for like for a new beginning, for actually continuing like everything what we begin new is just a continuation what about whatever was happening before. So yeah, this all is happening. So like I'm looking forward to world to open again. I hope the societies will get rid of like too hairy stuff. What is happening not only in our place but in many places all around the planet. So like people who are supposed to navigate us through this are like a lot of hairy things is happening there, and it should not. And I mean, if they're smart enough, or if they really love the people who they govern, if they are like because of people and because they are elected from people, they will step away, I hope, you know, because otherwise it's not gonna be good. But I'm an optimist, so I believe in people. I believe that people generally are good, and that people will start to see that you cannot force something what doesn't wanna go there. So like it doesn't make sense to force your will just to fulfill your will, especially if you are a leader. You have to be smart enough to know it's enough. You have to know this, like it's a moment, like when it comes, it's enough. And I hope our people who govern whatever we are living in are smart enough to see this. So let's hope for the best. And I will finish this today session with the song. Uh, let's see, who is Sonchek? Hi again. Yeah, I talk too much, I know. It's my last one, so why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Željko, hi. Blaž, hi. Darko, hi. Venceslav, also like I told you, the great trumpet player from Bulgaria. He's Stanislav, my schoolmate from the primary school. Matjaž, also my schoolmate from primary school. Yeah, Patricia says, hi Patricia, that I become younger during the night. Actually, I become younger in the morning when I. This is probably, if this is something what makes younger. So if we get Antal, hi, you're here. So this today's session is because of you. So thank you for giving me the idea, and hope we meet and play and have fun together soon again. Lan, hi, we see us anyway next week while doing this thing with the trio. So I'm very much looking forward. Marco Adi, hi to Scotland. Also Sandra, hi. So hi to everybody. My last song will be also, I think it's from album Singularity 2, I guess, from the day with the guitar, super album. And the song is, I have to change the guitar. The song is called Vedno in posod, which means always and forever. This is a song where I also like, my first motto in composing is one of the ideas of my name mate, which I'm very proud that I carry the name, is this guy, who is one of the greatest composers of all time for me, and also big influence and big light on the end of the tunnel of composition. For me, it's a great Igor Stravinsky, one of the greatest composers of all times for me. And he said, bad composers copy, good composers steal music. So music stealing is not the word. I mean, we cannot steal. I mean, come on, music is eternal thing. So how can you steal from eternal? Whenever, even we are authors or something, some idea comes to us and we spread this in this world. Music is still eternal. So it's is there to take. Music is there to be taken. I feel like that. It's not there for this music is mine or this music is mine. This is a human perception. Music is beyond that. Music is beyond perception. So we live a human life. So I also need money. So I would also go for rights for music that I wrote that came through me. No doubt about that. But still, how I feel personally about music is eternal, and there is nothing to steal, because then somebody can come and say okay, what is again this is C, not the C problem. Yeah, it's C. I can say this is my. I invented this, so only I can use it. Nobody else can use this. How can music survive? I mean, it's not possible. If if we are not sharing the ideas, the motif is not bringing spark to another motive, like to develop, how can music develop? So, like to, let's say, steal music is a natural thing. I mean, if I can say steal is a bad word, but it's like if the people from the politics take out like taxpayers' money and do some crazy stuff with this for sure is stealing. But when you take a motif of some melody and you create another reality about this motif, this reality is not less true than the motif itself. But what is like when how I understand this, like a copy and copying and stealing, Igor Stravinsky's, my interpretation of how I see this, is like when you copy, you actually do something similar. What you tend to kind of try to come to the original, but you can't, because then it will become the original. So once you reach the point, it's like to step into eternity. You can go closer, 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 but you never come to the eternity, because once you step, you are on the other side already. So, like copying always make something less good than original, because you can never reach the original is always original, and it will stay original. But when you steal, it's like, I mean, this song is an example of stealing the idea, or I would say not stealing, I would say borrowing, or maybe even taking. Why not? It's music is there to take for me. Borrow from eternity for human beings to take and to make something out of it. So what I took here was this melody, which is like one, maybe young people, or even in Slovenia, don't know this song, but it was like a popular song in 70s. I remember it from the radio. Kod gre tvoja pot, posod, tararara parabum, baby. So this was like it's like kind of a melody of this song, and I took this motif, which is like a beautiful. So I didn't try to change it. I didn't try to like copy this motif. I took the motif, because like whatever I will do, this motif is great. Whatever I will try to do different would not be so good anymore. So when I take, then I take as it take it. Also says take it as it is, and this was like taken as it is, and but in completely different music context. And then continuing in another way, I'm developing motif in my own way, so not in the way the song is developed. So that other song, but still the spark for this like came from there, and a lot of my compositional spark come from whatever is cooking in my head, consciously or subconsciously. Something I know, something influenced me, and I let this thing influence me. It's great. I feel it's great. It's a way how I can come to the music. It's important. I let myself do it, and I'm mainly amazed, because the result you get out, they are so different from wherever you took it, mainly, so like it becomes another entity, it becomes something else, so yeah, this is gonna be my last one for the coronandia session, and it's like the name says, it's always and for always, everywhere. Always and Forever is a beautiful song of Pat Metheny, which I admire, and I also had the opportunity to play. Also, we did the Slovenian version once with So I'll try. Yeah, I think Milena Filer really did. She wrote beautiful lyrics on the Always and Forever, and we recorded it some years ago. It's on YouTube. You can check it out.